So, g'day people, how you going? This is Glenn back with some $2 coins. And this one looks nice. So, the subject of today's video is, will these ever be valuable in the future? Well, the short answer is basically no. I personally, from my experience, I believe that these have reached their maximum values. Generally, these coins will not go up in value that much. When they first come out, there is some hype over them, but I believe that hype has actually gone down. So, the most valuable one that actually came out is this one, the red poppy. When this first came out, it was $10 from the RSL, as you can see, but now these cost between 40 and 60 bucks. Certain people sell them for 80, but between 40 and 60 is what you're going to pay for these. And that increase has just been since 2015, because in 2015 they were actually still about $20. That's what I was selling for back then anyway. And then you have these ones. These ones come $15 each. They have the C mint mark. The poppy one has gone up to, I think, between $80 and $100. The second most valuable one is the 2013. So this one is about $15 now. It's been $15 for a few years. And because I think the mintage is about $1 million, these are not going to actually increase in value. So when coins come out, because of the hype, they'll go up in value, most of them, and then they'll probably come back down in value as well. And these coins have already done that. They do that within a few months. So most of these coins are worth about $5 each. Where is it? The green one. This one is, these are all in circulated condition, so this one is worth about $8 each. So that has increased a bit more than the others. But since 2014, the increase in the coins has been minimal. So here we have a red remembrance from 2015, and these ones are pretty much worth between $5 and $6. And then you have the orange one. Where's the orange one? Orange. Here's the orange one. Then you have the orange one. Is that lest we forget? Can't remember. But this one is also worth about $5 to $6 each. So in 4 years, these ones have not increased in value at all. And then you have this 2017, it's worth about $5 to $6 as well. You have the latest Mr. Squiggle. These are worth a little bit less, probably about $4 to $5. Even though that the actual coloration on them has become more complex. Then you have the Olympic ones, or Commonwealth Games, should I say. These are probably, coloration is probably better, but the design is actually worse. So these are only about $4 or $5. 2018. Then you have Possum. Then you have good ones like this one, lest we forget. I think this is the highest minted, about nearly 4 million minted, so this will not increase in value. Now, why do I say this? Well, all these are in circulated condition. If it's in uncirculated, if you can actually get one in uncirculated, then they should actually be worth a bit more. And then we have these ones, 2016, Australian Olympic team. These ones are worth about $5 to $6 each. So, how do I get to this conclusion? Well, I do have some other coins. So I have this coat of arms 2008 $1 coin. This is a C mint mark, but its value hasn't really gone up that much. I believe you could have brought these for like $4 each. And on eBay, you can probably buy them for like $5 or $6. So in 11 years, these have not really increased in value at all. So as a collector's item, yeah, they're really, if you're buying it for an investment, really, it's not going to do anything for you. In 20 years' time, most likely be the same price. It might be adjusted for inflation, and it might not be. And then we have these German 5-mark commemorative coins. So these are copper nickel. The silver ones are worth a little bit more, but not really that much. So these have a higher mintage, I think about 4 or 5 million. But the design is nice, that's why I chose this one. And this one is for Goethe, and he was a playwright. But these coins, they might have been issued at 5 marks in circulation, and if there were collector's ones, they're probably worth about 10 marks. But really, you can buy these coins for about $8 to $10 on, between $10 and $15, should I say, on eBay. So they have increased in price just a little bit, but really, the fact is that they are not going to increase in price much more, even with inflation. So really, it's going to take a long time for these things to really increase in any way. I'm talking about like 100 or 200 years, and we won't be here by that time, so we are really not going to focus on that type of time period. Another coin I have is a German 100 shilling. So when this was issued, this would have been worth about $10 Australian. That's exchange rate. I think silver value is a bit less than that. But I'm not too sure on the silver value, so I'm not worried about that. And this one is, I think it's 1978. Yeah, 1978. So this one's quite an old coin, but you can buy these for like probably about $20 on eBay, which is just double the price. But inflation since 1978 is probably like $1 equals $8, something like that. So really, you're talking about just like the inflation calendar. So $1 in 1978 is about $5 now. So if you bought this for about 100 shillings in 1978, you'd expect with inflation it's worth 500 shillings or $50. But that is not the case. So with inflation, you would have lost money on this one. So as the value should be $50 now, you can buy it for $20. Really, you lost about 60% of the value of the currency, because fiat currencies inflate, and even though this is silver, it really hasn't held its value that well. Then we have another coin. So it's a silver Bermuda 1 crown. So this is worth 5 shillings or 50 cents back in 1964, and it would have had an equivalent value of 50 cents in Australia at the time. So if we use the Australian exchange rate and value, then it should be worth about $1 in 1966 is worth about $14 now. So it should be worth about $7. But as this is a commemorative coin and wasn't issued for circulation, it's actually worth a bit higher, so it's worth about $20 itself. So that one has increased in value, but that's probably not the majority of the coins, because then you have these coins. These are really old, so these are about 800-year-old Gandaya Paisa coins. They come from India, you can still buy these for between $8 and $10. So really, because it's old doesn't mean it's going to increase in value. And then we have these ones. These are Western Kashapana coins. These are about 1,700 years old. Really, you can also buy these ones for about $10 each. So really, age doesn't mean anything in the price of the coin. So really, this is not going to increase its value, the actual age. But here's a Hungarian, Petonia Hungary. It's a Madonna and Child. So this is a dinar, named after a Roman coin, but it's issued a bit of a period, so 1512. This one you can buy between $10 and $20 depending on the grade. This one's probably about $10 version. So really, that's a 1,000-year-old, 500-year-old coin. Really not going to increase in price. So if these coins are not going to increase in price, and this one probably is increased in price just because of the silver value, do you really think that these coins are going to increase in price when they have a high mintage? Because generally what I've seen is that coins increase in value if it comes from a country with a large collector's base like the United States, UK, Australia has a reasonably large one, and the mintage is pretty much lower than 100,000 in some cases. If it's lower than 10,000, then yeah, it's more likely to increase in value than coins between 10 and 100,000. But as these ones have a high mintage, like 1 to 2 million, there's a certain price these go up, so probably about $5, and then they just stop. That's the floor. They just stop, cut off point, $5. And then later on they'll probably increase with inflation. And the only reason why this one increased higher, because it was the first coloured $2 coin. Yeah, only have 500,000 minted, which is the lowest one, and the original price was $10 in the first place, so you never got these for $2 at all. And it's just a nice coin to get. But all the rest, all released in the circulation, quite easy to get. And I reckon that the demand for these coins has actually just dried off. So, also the demand for these coins is actually quite low for now, until Indians increase their wealth and purchasing power factor. Then those coins might actually increase in price. So anyway, I'd like to say thank you very much for watching my video. I hope this helps you with the $2 coins and the future valuation of them. If you have a different view, leave it down below. And please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Okay, bye bye.